G'day cocktail lovers, I hope you've been keeping well. I hope you're ready for another cocktail. Look, this time of the year, and admittedly you may be watching this video at any time in the future, but at the time I upload this video is mid-March. A lot of people are thinking about St. Patrick's Day, and I did do some St. Patrick's Day cocktails to chime in with the hashtag Drunken Shamrock 2021 challenge. But there's other stuff happens at this time of the year, or other stuff that's commemorated this time of year. Mid-March, if you're fans of Roman history, two things crop up. The Ides of March, beware Julius Caesar, what happens in the Ides of March, and also the traditional festival of Bacchanalia happened in roundabout mid-March in ancient Rome. And if you're gonna do something about cocktails, Bacchanalia is pretty fitting. And this one's a bit of fun I'm doing. I found a cocktail called a Roman punch. And I thought, when I saw the name, it was a punch. Like, has it got lots of fruit juices and stuff? No, it doesn't. This is incredibly boozy. And so I think the punch part is just effectively, this drink punches you in the face. This is not messing about. Like some people go, I'm gonna have a Long Island iced tea because it's got all these boozes in it and I'm gonna get really shit-faced. This has less ingredients than a Long Island iced tea, so it's much easier to make. It's really boozy, and I'm saying this because I did actually do a test of this one, and it tastes good. Really boozy, is really gonna mess you up. So let's get in the swing. If you're looking for a drink that will really get a party going, this might be the drink for you, a Roman punch. Incidentally, I don't know why this is called a Roman punch. There are no real Italian elements in this. Someone's just arbitrarily called it a Roman punch. I got it from the Difford's Guide website, but I'm not complaining because it's pretty good. The first ingredient I'm going to add is Benedictine, a herbal liqueur. If you don't have Benedictine but you have other herbal liqueurs, you know, maybe chartreuse, yellow or green chartreuse, it would be a different drink, but so long as you have something herbal, you could put that in. We're starting off 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of our herbal liqueur. In my case, it's Benedictine. We are also going to add a healthy dose of brandy. You can use the brandy of your choice, whether it be a cognac, an armagnac, a brandy. I'm using an Australian brandy that I quite like from 23rd Street Distillery. They call it Not Your Nana's Brandy. It's really yummy, I like it. But yeah, the brandy of your choice, and we're going again, 1.5 ounces, 45 mils of brandy. Like I said, this drink is not messing about, it's gonna punch you in the mouth. The last element of the recipe calls for 3/4 of an ounce of white Overproof rum. I don't have a white Overproof rum. I have this one, the Inner Circle from the Beanley Distillery in Queensland, 75.9% alcohol, so over 151 proof. I'm going for, like, I essentially had a choice to make. It says white Overproof. Which bit's most important to me? The white rum, I have several white rums, none of which are overproof, or the Overproof. If you know me, you're not going to be surprised to learn I'm going with the Overproof. Like I said, this drink has a punch, so I'm going to do 3/4 of an ounce. That's about 22.5 mils of Overproof rum. The last element of this cocktail is lemon juice. I've got some I squeezed earlier. We're going 3/4 of an ounce again, 22.5 mils. Look, honestly, if you don't have fresh lemon juice to hand, that whole hype about fresh versus bottled, I question it. I in fact have a plan. At some point, I want to get someone in here who is convinced they can tell the difference between fresh and bottled citrus. And I have a challenge, hard mode challenge, that I really want to do with someone. That might come up later, but for now, this is actually lemon juice I squeezed a little earlier. 3/4 of an ounce, 22.5 mils of lemon juice. This is a shake and drink, so we add a bunch of ice to our glass, put our shaker together, bang it in hard, and give it a good solid shake for about 10 seconds. In terms of serving this drink, you want a tall glass. You might like a Collins glass or a Pilsner glass. I've got this one I quite like. I think there's actually a special name for this glass, and I don't know what it is. But you want to fill it with ice, either crushed ice, Pebble ice, this is not quite pebble ice I have, but it's small cubes in here. And I'm just going to strain with the Hawthorne strainer. A lot of ice, it doesn't matter if there's ice chips in there. So we strain into our tall glass. Ooh, we judged that pretty finely. That's more good luck than good management, I have to admit. And you could garnish this if you want with an orange slice, lemon slice, lime slice, any of those things. I'm going to have it as is. But let us try now. Roman punch. How much of a punch does this actually have? It's a lot of punch. That Overproof Rum just really comes through. Yeah, honestly. Woo! Look, I'm a fan of rum, and that's a pot still overproof rum that I used. Has that really earthy, almost overripe fruit flavor that a lot of pot still rums have, and I'm 100% on board with that. This is one you probably only want to have one of these in a night. Two is you're really going to feel like someone punched you really hard. But yeah, if you're in the mood to have an incredibly boozy drink and you want an alternative to something like a Long Island iced tea and you're fond of your rum, oh wow, this is really good. But it also, you know, sometimes, particularly with tropical or tiki style drinks, when there's a lot of fruit juices in it, which this doesn't really have a lot of fruit juice in it, you can get tricked into thinking, oh, this is fine, and you get drunk. This drink is not tricking you. I repeat my claim, I think the name Roman Punch is just because this one really punches you in the mouth when you drink it, and in a good way, I think. It is not letting you forget there is a lot of alcohol in this drink. This is not messing about. I'm going to have to take a seat and finish this because I wouldn't trust myself to stay vertical. So I need to actually be in a safe position to finish this one, I think. Yep, if you really want to get a drink that's got a lot of punch, the Roman Punch could be for you. Woo! Oof, yeah, and like I said, there's a lot of room to play a little bit in here. You could use different brandies, which would give it a different profile. You could definitely use different rums, which would give it a different profile. I'd be interested if you try it with something different. Let me know, or yes, am I scaring you off with how this is a pretty fierce drink? This is actually a pretty fierce drink. Yep, I should have put a fruit garnish in there because that would just make it look a bit more innocent. It is not an innocent drink. It is a very mean drink. It's going to sneak up on you and hit you over the head, and you'll wake up in the morning thinking, wait, what happened last night? Someone punched me. Did someone punch me? I feel like someone punched you. So this thing, stop punching yourself. Stop punching. I'm going to keep punching myself for the rest of the night. I'm going to finish this off. Look, drink in moderation is all I'm saying. This is one for being a little bit careful with. Definitely give it a go. Just be a bit careful, because I would like to see you again. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, it would be great if you subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I upload videos, because I'm going to continue the whole cocktail adventure. And it would be great if you were along for the journey. But in the meantime, I'm going to finish this off. I hope you stay well. Take the opportunity to look after people around you as well. But until you are back, until I see you again, I will say cheers.